Carlon or similar 22.5 cubic inches single gang junction box. Details of the Carlon, non-metallic, single-gang, nail-on junction box. This junction box is accepting only NM, non-metallic sheathed cables up to 10 gauge, and can be mounted to wooden material only. This junction box 22.5 cubic inches requires a wall at least 3 inches deep. Similar junction boxes with less capacity with shallower depth are also available. Front view of a single-gang Carlon junction box. Box size, volume in cubic inches 22.5 cubic inches. As per the exception specified in Article 314.17(2) of the 2023 NEC, the cable entering this type of junction box must be secured to a stud within 8 inches of the cable entering the cable knockouts because these knockouts do not have any cable clamps. Multiple cable entry through the same knockout is also allowed. The maximum number and size of wires that can fit in a box for ease of calculation. Each insulated wire counts as 1. All uninsulated bare wires counts as 1 up to 4 conductors based on the largest 1 volume of the wire plus 1/4 volume of each additional conductor. Each device, receptacle, switch, etc., counts as 2 based on largest volume of the conductor inside the junction box as per Article 314.16, b. 1, 4, 5, of the 2023 NEC. Example of a simple calculation. The number 11/14 on the box means that the junction box can accommodate 11 of 14 gauge, American wire gauge, wires. Calculation for 414, 2 NM cables. 4 white and 4 black wires, as 1 each, 4 plus 4 equals 8. 4 bare ground wires as 1. 1 device, receptacle, switch, etc., to be installed as 2. Total, 8 plus 1 plus 2 equals 11. It means that the junction box can accommodate a maximum of 414. 2 NM cables and 1 device. The above calculation shown is simple for same gauge wire size. Calculations when there are mixed conductors, wires, inside a box are more complicated and can be made by calculating the value required for each conductor according to Table 314.16, b. 1, or more easily, by calculating the number of conductors using the number of conductors allowed in that box and described for a largest wire size inside, for example, 10 wires of 12 gauge or 9 wires of 10 gauge. Knockouts for inserting the cables into the junction box. Nails for mounting the junction box to the wooden studs. Mounting holes for electrical devices. Side view of a single-gang, Carlon, junction box. 1/2 inch distance stubs showing the junction box offset from the stud during installation to match standard house wall finishing. Drywall thickness 1/2 inch. Markings showing the offset of the junction box from the stud during installation for different wall finish thicknesses. Nail tips driven into the wood during installation. Top, or bottom, and rear view of the junction box. Nails at the top and bottom of the junction box in their guides. To install a nail on junction box. Hold the junction box on the side of the stud and align the bottom of the box with a marking sign on the stud. Make sure the front of the junction box is far enough from the front of the stud to match the wall finish, usually 1/2 inch drywall. 1/2 inch distance stubs should evenly touch the front of the stud. while holding the junction box at side of the stud. Drive the nails of the box into the stud. Junction boxes mounted to the studs. If necessary, add a piece of wood to move the junction box further away from any wall elements, door trim, wall corner, etc., to create enough space for the device wall plate installation. According to Article 314.17b of 2023 NEC, more than one cable can enter through the same junction box knockout. The cable must be secured no more than 8 inches from the cable entry point into the junction box, measured along the cable. And the cable sheath must extend at least 1/4 inch into the junction box. As per junction box calculations, this junction box can accommodate a maximum of 414, 2 cables and an electrical device, or 312, 2 cables and a device. Any other cable combination must be calculated based on the volume of the junction box.